Using references when you draw can be incredibly beneficial to finding your art style. Not only to improving your art ability, but to finding out what you like to draw. Of course, it's really important you figure out how to choose references when you draw. I would suggest Pinterest for sure, and depending like what you want to look at. So you can look at other drawings, or you can look at real pictures of people. Both work really well, and you just have to decide what works for you and what you really want. And I would suggest when you're up to it to picking more dynamic poses, so you're not just staying in your box of drawing like full-on faces. Once you've picked a few poses that you think are like what you want to draw, of course you just pick one first. Sometimes it's hard because I feel like you get in doom scroll endless, but pick one you want to draw, and then I would suggest just sketching it out traditionally. And okay, the biggest thing when you're drawing references, and I cannot emphasize this enough, simple shapes. Because the image you chose, especially if it's a real life picture, it's probably very daunting. Do not fret, young Padawan, because the image you chose, likely you're overthinking it. And actually, no, you are overthinking it. Stop overthinking it. There are circles, squares, triangles. You know the basic shapes already, and you just have to see them. So heads are always going to be circles, and necks are always going to be these like little elongated squares that are small. And I can dive deeper into figuring out how to identify the simple shapes, maybe in another video. But when you're starting out, really, it is important just to look at the image and just practice, okay? And like drawing every day especially, will help you get so much better. And don't be afraid to draw and just put your pencil on the page. I cannot emphasize enough, just put the pen on the paper. Also, in my household, I accept criticism. Like, that is my favorite thing. No, it's not. I don't like being criticized. Don't criticize me in the comments, please. I'm doing my best over here. I'm just messing with you guys. For real, if someone is giving you advice on something they think stands out to them in a not so good light, I don't know, if they're saying, hey, see that arm right there? I think it's too small. Just like think about that. And actually something I do is I will go through my sketchbook and I will make note of certain things, and the biggest one is the head's too big. I do that all the time, especially traditionally. When I draw digitally, I can just like select and make it smaller, but when I draw physically, and you know, just have to get over that and just think it's okay, I'll do better next time. And don't worry so much about all your little imperfections. Again, I know you're overthinking over there. Stop overthinking. And then after you've put down all your simple shapes, and you can then you can go and add all these details you want to, but really try to get your foundation understood in your drawing. Just think about in a very simple way, that is a circle, that is a square, and it will help you so much more if you just think about it like that and don't overcomplicate all the details and think about this one little button right here. I want to get all the details perfect. If you want to draw a button, go draw a button over there, okay? We're drawing simple shapes, and without using references, I would not have drawn so many of these crazy poses that I have done, and I would not have grown as much as I have, because looking at real life pictures really helps me get my creative juices flowing and thinking about things that I never draw. And that's why it can be incredibly beneficial to use references when you draw.